it is Imogen here, and I've just started my Port Davey and South Coast track. So I've just left Port Davey car park and got my pack all set and everything's ready to go, and it's just past 11 o'clock and super excited but also pretty nervous, but I feel so much better now that I'm out here and I've started. So it's a 160k hike all up, and I'm hoping to finish on the 25th of February. Today's currently the 15th. I've just wrote my name down the logbook, and I just left the bus and the people I was on the bus with, and I'm already popping. Over there in the distance, in the trees, that's the rangers' quarters. So now we're walking around through the airstrip. Woohoo! I've officially started the South Coast track. You can see over in the distance, that's the miners' plant. Also a lot of other stuff. Honestly, I'm in shock with how much of a luxury this is. Look what I'm walking on and the view I get to see. Considering the past 4 days I've been walking through treacherous mud and I don't even know what, to now this. I think I got this track in the bag. Okay, so here's a little embarrassing update. If you're walking near an airstrip, make sure when you go to do your business you don't just look out for people, you also look out for planes, because I just had 2 planes fly over while I was in the bush. So yeah, that was fun. Hopefully I don't come across those people. Better keep moving fast so they don't catch up to me. Alrighty, so I've made it to the beach and I've barely stopped. I'm just having lunch now and it's like after 2:30. Enjoyed walking so much. So now I'm having my favourite lunch of all, Mexicana Doritos with some avocado from yesterday, which I shouldn't be having because my mouth is so flared up from the wind and all, but they're so yummy I can't resist. Anyway, I'm not far from my campsite. I've already done over 23 Ks today, so my legs are a bit sore and my feet are a bit sore, but I've just really been in the moment with it. I really enjoyed it, so hence why. But I've decided I'm going to move on to the next campsite, which is not far from where I plan to stay, at Point Eric, because Point Eric, I feel like it might be a bit windy tonight and I'd really like a little bit more shelter than a point. So I'm going to go into like a little creek campsite, just a few Ks up from there, and then yeah, I just have the afternoon to relax, and well, it might take me still an hour or so to get there, so yeah, and then it won't be as big tomorrow, which will be nice. My first pit toilet 80 k's in. What a luxury. I get to walk through a creek just before I get to my campsite. Woo. Oh, that is actually so cold. Ooh. Oh, they were just about to get dry. That's alright. That's alright. I've already spent the last 4 days walking wet shoes. Might as well make it another 4. But anyway, I can see my campsite just up here, which is super exciting. Okie dokie, so final update for day 4. It is just gone after 5 o'clock and I've set all my tent up. I'm just cold soaking my dinner from last night because after yesterday's effort, I just didn't feel, I just ended up eating my lunch that I didn't eat. So I had that for dinner, on some peanut butter, of course. And I might add some today's corn chips to my dinner. Anyway, not relevant. All up today, I did 29 Ks, which is more than expected, but I feel like it was a decent effort. So I've got less to walk tomorrow, which will be nice. But I'm also thinking that I might go to the top of the mountain tomorrow if it's nice weather. I passed 5 people today, which is amazing because I didn't pass anyone on the Port Davey walk, but then I passed 2, a man and a son, and they were from Sydney, and then I passed a man, I think he was American, and then I passed 2 French guys. So yeah, look at me go. It's like it's peak hour around here. Anyway, yeah, so we'll see what happens tomorrow, but yeah, all up today was a success and I felt pretty good after it, even though my legs are pretty buggered now. Okay, so a little update on my, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I have suffered really bad blisters in the past, but this time I've tried something different considering that my feet have been wet for pretty much the entire trip because of all the mud and floodways you have to walk through and lakes and stuff, or creeks. I've tried putting this Desodent nappy rash barrier ointment on before I put my shoes on, and it's been really helping. And I've also decided to wear trail runners instead of hiking boots, which has also done wonders. And I've also got some pretty good socks, merino wool or in gingy, and I barely got any blisters. I only got that one there, but that was already calloused, so it wasn't really a blister. It was more just I put that on too because it sort of popped the callus. It softened, so it was kind of gross. but this morning I just found a leech under it, which I don't know how long that's been there for, which is a bit concerning, but kind of gross as well. And I've also just put one on my heel just because I could feel something popping up, but nothing like it has been in the past. Considering on day 5 and walked over 80 k's, maybe 90, and that's all I've had, I'm like so happy, considering I've just been walking in mud and lakes and swimming with my shoes on. Ooh, good morning. What a luxury is this? I'm not having to walk for 10 minutes through the bush to find the track. Every campsite that I was on the Port Davey track, I had to like climb through a bush and look at my map to try and find where the track is, and after about 10 minutes climbing through the bush I would find it. But today I have found it instantly. South Coast track, you are a lot more defined than the Port Davey track. Anyway, good morning from the front. Oh my god, that is really embarrassing. Just disregard the cream. It's just my lips are playing up, and I've decided to try the nappy rash ointment on my lips. We'll see if that does anything. God, I look like a sunburn. Wow. Anyway, describe how I look. Today I'm walking to Louisa River, which is about 15 k's from where I am now, and I haven't decided if I'm going to continue on after that. Depends how I feel and depends how the weather's doing. But I'm feeling good about today. The guy I spoke to yesterday, he said the weather's going to be good today, so hopefully that's true. And yeah, we'll see how far I get, how I feel and weather then, and maybe I might make the big climb this afternoon up Ironbound range. No guarantees, we'll just see how I'm feeling, because yesterday was a pretty big day. Yeah, today should be a good day too, and I'm in shorts, so I am feeling pretty good. Or feeling pretty hopeful. That's Ironbound range over in the mountain. I'd say I'll be climbing that sooner than later. Woo! After a 300 ascent, oh, that was only like 260 ascent first thing in the morning. Ooh, who's looking forward to a 900 meter one? Me! So I have just made it to Louisa Creek Campground, and this is Louisa Creek, so I'm about to cross it, and I think we're gonna have a break here. So it's not Louisa River, the main campground for this area. I'm gonna have a snack at the end of this, at the other side, because I've been walking for, how much have I been walking? We're coming up to 2.5 hours and I haven't had a break yet, which is, just proves that I don't know, like the same I said yesterday, my back's getting lighter, I'm getting fitter, and train's easier. But I've just been in the moment, so yeah, I'm having a lot of fun so far today, and yeah, time for a snack because I am quite hungry. Also, that was the second creek I crossed. The first one in this video was the Faraway Creek. For me, they're both pretty easy because there's not been much, there was no rain last night, so that's a good thing for me. Ironbound, which is part of the South Coast track and is meant to be the most challenging part of it because we're meant to climb it. So I think that's what's in front of me. You can see the track going up the smaller part of the mountain first. And so turns out, like, it was meant to be my itinerary to do it tomorrow, to climb up and climb down it, but turns out you can camp at it. So I've decided push through this 15 k's to Louise River and then climb it this afternoon and then camp at the top. And so yeah, super excited, but so happy that it's pretty flat now so I can rest my legs for this afternoon. Woohoo! Okay, so I've made it to Louisa River campsite, and all major campsites have toilets, and I found the toilet. Yeah, it's a squat toilet, so that was fun. Yeah, that was an experience. Woohoo! Ooh, just finishing the crossing, Louise River. Oh, this water is icy. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm gonna fill up my water now. I just had lunch, some sandwich thins with cheese and an electrolyte, so I'm all raring to go for this mountain climb. Yeah, so just water top up and I'm off. I actually found the real toilet on the other side of the river. Turns out there's 2 campsites. The better one from Melaleuca is on the other side of the river. Alrighty, here we go. This is where I actually start the climb. I must admit, I'm actually feeling kind of nervous. I feel like I'm going up a roller coaster, which is going to be like 100 times more painful and longer. So yeah, that's currently where I'm at. I'm sure I'll be fine, but my track record of climbing mountains isn't that great with not getting lost and stuff, but I'm sure this one will be fine. Wish me luck. Pretty amazing. Look at that view. Amazing nature. That's Mount Louisa. See all the trees, Louisa River. It keeps going all the way out to the ocean. And I'm still climbing. So I've got the staircase in front of me, and you can also see in the background it keeps going up there. It reminds me of the staircase in Kung Fu Panda movie, which is pretty random, but it's just, I feel like Po right now. Hiking for like over an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours now, and I'm about 600 meters elevation, so I've still got a bit to go. I decided to have a break and take in the view. Well, I've actually taken a few little breaks, but this is my first real break, and I'm having my afternoon snack. Actually at afternoon today. I think every other day on this walk I've had it before lunchtime because I like my food. But anyway, I'm having that now. And then, yeah, I might stay here for another 15 or so because I think I've busted my hip or something because my right hip's not feeling too good. But apart from that, everything else is going really well. And yeah, I'm on track to make it to camp tonight on time and probably earlier than that because it's only, yeah, I've climbed quite a bit. Like 2 hours, not too bad. My hiking buddy. Okay, so I made the 900-meter ascent to, it wasn't really the top of Ironbound, but it's the most steepest, like, highest point on this track. And I took a photo. I didn't say anything up there because it's so windy, but yeah, that's pretty amazing. Now I'm heading to camp, which I think is like maybe 1-2 k's away, so yes, and it's downhill, so my legs are thanking it for it. Okay, so I've made it to camp and I've put up my tent. I got here at about just after 4 o'clock and the campsites here are so tiny. I don't even know where the campsites are, but mine is the biggest one and I've got a one-man tent and barely fits in it. But anyway, it'll be crazy tonight. I'm the only one here, like every other night. Now I'm gonna go and try and cool off in the creek. Well, I mean, I'm already a bit chilly from staying out here in a shirt on top of a mountain. But I filled up my water before and oh my god, if you want the freshest water, go to the source on the top of a mountain. Can't get fresher. Whoa. Anyway, so I'm going to go and cool my legs off because they're probably a bit cooked like acid at the moment. And go and wash this shirt because oh my god, it actually does have blood, sweat. Not the tears yet, but I don't know if they will come on this trip, but we'll see. But yeah, it's just covered in blood and sweat. Well, the blood's from the boat crossing the other day, which is from my knees. So nothing too scary. So yeah. Okay, so tonight's dinner is couscous again with some addition of peanut butter. Good morning and welcome to day 6. I'm just leaving my campsite now. I took this morning really easy. Like I woke up early and came to see if I'd see a sunrise on the mountain. As you can see behind me, it is very overcast today and probably potential rain, no idea. So I decided to hop back into bed and lie down for like another hour or two because today we're heading off to beach. I think I'll go to today. I'll use today more of a rest day, as in, well, Mum's picking me up on Friday, but I feel like I'll finish by Wednesday, so hopefully she can pick me up on Thursday. So, because I'm a bit ahead of schedule, and my itinerary the last few days are quite low kilometers, and I'm feeling pretty good, and it's easy walking, so I think, yeah, I'll be done easy Wednesday afternoon. So, yeah, today is just going to be a light one. Just going down the mountain and then a few Ks, probably 5-6 Ks along the beach, and then yeah, that's it really. So yeah, should be pretty good. Also, the thing that like you can't smell if you stink or not, well, unfortunately that's not the case with me. I know I really smell. As it's come to day 6, it's like, whoop, I need a shower. Okay, so I've made it down the bottom of Ironbound, and oh, that was more challenging than going up it yesterday, coming down it. It was just very brutal on my knees, and I think what my right one's like actually in quite a bit of pain when I try to go uphill now, so that's not good. And also it was just really mentally and physically draining with all the mud and just having to concentrate going downhill. Where yesterday you had the view to sort of take your mind off the actual pain of going uphill, and also it felt like it was more benefit for fitness wise. But going downhill it just feels like more damage injury wise. So yeah, that's my sum of going up and down Ironbound. Okay, so update time. As you can see, I'm looking a lot more cleaner and refreshed because I decided to stop at Tura Beach, which only turned out to be 10 kilometers today. I thought it'd be further from Little Deadman's Bay where I had lunch. Not far at all. I just felt, because my knees was playing up starting from today, and everything's just dirty, and just I've had 2 big days before this and a stressful day before that and a big day before that. Get the point. I thought it'd be good just to have the afternoon off. So I got here at like 2:30 and I put my tent up and had like a nap straight away. I was so tired. And then I went down to the creek and just sat in the creek for about 15-20 minutes, just icing my knee. Hopefully it feels better tomorrow, and doing my washing. So yeah, and also I combed my hair for the first time in the 6 days, which was quite a dumb idea. That's how it turned out. Yeah, so I've just got my washing drying now, and I currently have no pants, so that is why it's only head up because I decided to wash all that too, and my shorts got wet because that's when I was cooling my leg off. There's no one around, but it's that thing of like, just in case someone turns up and I've got no pants on, not a good look. So that's why I'm in my tent at the moment. And also I was on the beach and I read for a bit as well, just trying to cool the mind down as well as the body before I get back into it again tomorrow. So yeah, my dinner is cold soaking now, and that's it for day 6. Oh my god, you're working. It works! I'm actually so freaking terrified. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning and I've just been woken up by something crawling on me, and I just turn my torch on and it's like a fucking, like, I don't know if it's like a wild rat mouse thing, and I'm fucking scared. I don't know if it's still in my tent. I don't know what to do. I feel like talking about it might relax me, but I don't know what to do. I don't know if it's still in there. I feel like it's still crawling on me. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? That's currently where I'm at the moment. My latest update, I found out where the fuck I got in. There's a freaking hole in my tent. I don't know if that was me or it chewed its way through, but oh my god, I don't know if I'll be able to get back to sleep again after that. I just got everything out and it's not in here now, I don't think, but oh my god. Oh. Okay, so good morning. It's currently 10 to 2 in the morning and I've fucking got the hell out of there because there's no way I'm staying in a fucking rat infested campsite. I don't care if it's bloody pouring down rain and I've got a busted knee. There's just no way. I've decided I might just hike the next 30-40 k's out of here because the guy that suggested that campsite said there's more rats up here, and I can't take it. So I'm just gonna keep walking and hopefully, yeah, that's my plan. Well, I know why they say don't walk at night. I just fell into a fucking creek because I took the wrong turn off a bridge, and so now I'm soaked and my bag's probably all wet, so now I have to get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. And my flashlight's very bipolar at the moment. Oh, but apart from that, we're trekking alright. Oh. Okay, so I've been hiking for over 2 hours and I've done 8 kilometers and made it to the boat crossing. And I'm kind of terrified considering the last boat crossing I did. So we'll just see how this one goes. Okay, so I've decided, since I'm at the boat crossing, you're allowed to use it at nighttime hours, I might just try and get some shut-eye on the side of the river until it's daylight and then just keep trekking. And I'll camp somewhere on the way before Cockle Creek. It's probably the smartest move. And also I've got that adrenaline out of me from that massive scare a few hours ago. Okay, so now it's actually good morning. It's about 6:30 And I've just spent the last 2.5 hours sleeping in my sleeping bag under some trees and probably on the verge of hypothermia with some rain, all the rain proof material on the top of me. So I'm like super cold, just trying to keep moving. It's now daylight and I can see where the other side of the river is. So I'm gonna try and start paddling because I'm so cold. If I stay here any longer, I'll be freezing. My bag's all set it up now in its dry bag, and yeah, it's time to make the move. So it turns out the boat is way too heavy for me to push into the water, so I'm gonna have to swim across with my bag and just hope for the best. Okay, so now I'm off and racing, quite literally. I am freezing. I ended up vertically doggy paddling across with my like 20 kilo pack on and the freaking, well, it's probably not 20 kilos now, maybe 15, with the life vest choked around my neck. I finally made it across. Just I'm really soaked, so I'm just trying to keep on the move to keep warm. I'm just passing New River Lagoon campground now and on my way to end up wherever there's the less rat infested campsite I can find, which is probably home and comfy in bed. Bay campsite. Granite Beach campsite. Okay, time for a mini update because today has been huge, both physically and mentally. One thing though, I did just see a Tasmanian devil just run behind a tree. I thought, oh my god, I thought, what was it? And I saw the spots. that was cool. So also on that, what was I saying? Yeah, today it's only 1 o'clock and I've hiked. I hiked the 8Ks through the night, and then I've also hiked another 17Ks today because I've just been so freaking out about what happened last night, and I just kept pushing myself. But I'm like, no, I've come to terms. I'm going to stop at South Cape Rivulet tonight, even though I think they have the same problem there. I don't know what else to do, and I feel mentally better thinking that. I'd just like to add on from what I said earlier. I felt like a bit of a sook, and it may have come across that way. I am really enjoying this hike, and today has actually shown me, like, I wanted to come out here for a challenge, and my most ultimate fear last night, like always had a phobia, and I've tried to fight it, of rodents. Like, I never used to even be able to say the word rats, and I've worked at it, but I still, my most ultimate fear is one crawling over me through the night, and that's exactly what happened last night. So it's caused my brain to freak out a bit, and now I'm fucking sludged in mud. This was a dumb timed video. Anyway, I'll continue on. What was I saying? And then today, because I camped out, my sleeping bag got wet, and so I thought, oh well, hopefully it'll improve my mood if the sun's out. And it's just been windy and rain all day today, and at 11 o'clock I came across these senior hikers, and they were in shorts. I was like, what are you doing in shorts? And they're like, oh, the sun's coming out today. They checked the thing. Well, I don't know where they got their weather from, because it's now like 1:30 and it is still windy and rainy, and I don't know, and I got hailed on this morning, so that's really lowered my sort of mental state as well. So that is why I'm trying to just readjust and be like, no, I'm going to accept what fate has given me with the weather, and my sleeping bag probably going to be wet. I'll just have a really cold night tonight. As I've pushed out so many kilometers today, I'll be finished by tomorrow. So worst come to worst, I'll probably just get a bit of a cold from sleep being a bit freezing tonight. And I don't know what else is wet in my bag, because I had to take it through the river this morning. So that will also be a bit of another challenge that I can overcome. I'll look back on this day and be like, I did that. I'm really trying. I've made it to the South Rivulet crossing, where I'm about to stay for the night. I'm going to camp here tonight, and then I'm getting picked up tomorrow to go home. I just spoke. Oh, actually, I'll wait till I've crossed. I'm crossing. I'm actually so nervous that I'm just going to drop all of a sudden, but fuck. Keep moving. Oh, my sleeping bag's going to get so fucking wet. Oh. I hope it's not already soaked, but I'm across. So what I was saying before, yes, I spoke to my family, and my brother and his girlfriend picking me up tomorrow at 11 o'clock. So once I'll set my alarm and pack up and leave here. And it says it's an easy 12k from here, so hopefully it's not too bad and the weather's good, because oh man, this has been a trip and a half. Good morning on day 8, and I'm also happy is that I'm filming now on my GoPro because it didn't break. I found this out, was it 2 nights ago? It's got a crack in it still works, so I'm happy about that. But anyway, so I didn't film last night because when I got to campsite it was actually so full, because I went to one of the major ones and it was hard to find a campsite like 6 p.m. when I got there. So, but I eventually found one, had dinner and went straight to sleep. My sleeping bag was so wet, so I ended up using my emergency blanket, and it kept me warm throughout the night. So thankfully I wasn't too cold and actually got quite warm with that on, but it was just really funny having a blanket like alfoil keep you warm. So yeah, I'm just going to enjoy today this morning, because the weather's actually so nice. See, this is what makes camping so lovely. It's like, today is beautiful, yesterday was shocking, and it changes your mood so quickly. Leave it at that, and yeah, just enjoy the next 11 k's. yeah, it's kind of sad it's my last day, but also I'm kind of happy to be going home to feel a bit more civilized. And also, I forgot to mention, I ended up hiking 34 k's in total yesterday, including the 8k night hike, or early morning hike, and with like a 1700 meter ascent. So pretty big day, really run by adrenaline. Guess what? I have finished. So I've made it to Cockle Creek and walked just over 11 kilometers today, and yeah, it's pretty quiet and there's not much else to say really. It was amazing hike. I loved it. Very challenging. Don't recommend it to everyone. Yeah, I still, yeah, can't wait to do more hikes. I mean, it was good finishing today on a good weather, and yeah, just an easy walk rather than the shenanigans of yesterday. But that's what makes hiking so amazing. Thank you for watching.